Hey up peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git Tries Final Fantasy 14 part 296. Wow, getting near the 300 mark now. And I think, yeah, I've got 5 days left and I'll have been doing these for a year. Yeah, 26th of September last year I started doing these and I've got to admit it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not breaking box office records with subscribers or anything. Hint, hint, button down below. But that's not why I did it. As I said on that very first one, my kid said, "Look, Dad, you're playing it. Why don't you give somebody a laugh?" And I'm sure I have. Anyway, let's crack on. How are we all doing on this? What day is it today? I can't remember. Wednesday, innit? Wednesday morning. Bit cloudy, bit chilly. Autumn. Well, I think the actual official day for autumn is tomorrow, isn't it? It's always the 21st or 22nd, depending on the loon and the solar cycle, isn't it? Because it's where the sun goes. So yeah, autumn starts officially tomorrow morning. Get the cardi on, and autumn is fall for you people over the pond. Not that I think there's many people watching from over there. I ain't got subtitles on, they can't understand a word I'm bloody saying, can they? I'm sure some English people do as well. What the hell's he going on about? Right, yeah, my son, Forge Paradox, left me a comment. I said yesterday about why is Emerton, you know, such a piss ass, isn't he? Oh, what grumpy old bugger, isn't he? And why him like an Elizabeth? So he explained that they've been through the end of the world themselves and everything else. But I do get that bit. Although why they just can't accept a lot and be done with it, I don't know. But meant, what I was trying to say, and it obviously came across wrong, is why is he such a grumpy bugger here? I mean, it's paradise, isn't it? And yet he's and I'm chatting because I'm waiting for my controller. Ah, took ages that did. Come on, there we go. Move that out of the way. Speak with Meteon and have her accompany you. Is she a girl? Some of these people, it's hard to tell whether they were. Like yesterday, when I thought you were a woman. Turns out to be old Ethel. Hi, 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 Dulles or something. I think I'll call him Ethel. Be easier, innit? Right, Meteon. Oh, my favourite Domino's pizza. The Meteor. Nom, 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 nom. Love it. Although I do have to put some jalapenos on it, spice it up a bit. I'm waffling. I'm sorry, I'm on one today. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. That's how he made me. But don't worry, I'm fine now. Why did you come here? It's going to be like this, isn't it? Wanted to learn about Elpis and Hermes. Oh, teach you. I can teach you. Could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Do you want to see some puppies? Oh, I'll get banned. I can't say things like that, can you? Sounds like fun. So, you like some Smarties? Oh, I say this'll be cancelled. I'll be off. My son said that the other day when I took him out for dinner. How long have you? How come you've been struck off yet? It will be. It will be. Where to start? Ah, yes. Let's talk to Memnon. Oh, I'm struggling to read that. Memnon. He should be near the Aetheryte. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is. Oh God, I'll have him explain instead. Meteon is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side. We know all about that. Right, come on, little girl. Let's go. guys. And what have we here? Though you look like a person, you have remarkably large and robust physique. Thank you very much. It's large, I won't call it robust. I assume you are a familiar. Is there something you need? This is Albert. Could you teach him about Elpis? A newly arrived familiar, is he? Very well, I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to him. As you know, it's mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. We cannot simply release our works into the world, it would lead to chaos. Yeah, so you test them out. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged beneficial, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you too were created with the hope of making a star a better place, so heed your masters well and be good. Do you hear? We will, Memnon, we will. Thank you for the lesson. You had a turn, now I get a turn. Where did you come from? From a place facing a great threat. From a place facing a great threat. There's such a place, I had no idea. This place is important to you, I can feel it. Oh, my power, I haven't told you about it. A creation, let's find a creation, one not being watched, then I'll explain my power. Search for idle creations while accompanied by Meteion. Somewhere over here. Motionless bird. Come on, we want to get down to business. Oh, it looks like a hornbill. This creation is perfect. I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new. I'll try reading It's My Mind. That's my power. Go on, I can't read it, or maybe there's nothing to read. I'll try again with you this time. Greetings, can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind, rather you are converting my emotions into words and intention. A process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. Oh, could use her back on the source. Just get her to ground and get into everybody's heads. This ability is vital to my mission. It allows me to interact with intelligent beings. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. I struggle to express myself in this fashion. Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbour an affection for you. Oh, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Calm down, love. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. Did you hear me? Good, now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? Fighting, crafting, gathering, playing. Fighting? Don't do any of the others. That must mean you're strong. Hermes is strong too, but he doesn't like to fight even when creations fight him. A bit frightening, isn't it? I think we might be bothering it. Yeah, just a bit. Let's keep going. We'll go and see. You aren't you? That person next. She's usually in a small building, one on the west row. Where are we going? This way somewhere. Oh, quick before I go. Don't need up mending. No. Didn't think I did, but I thought I'd better just check. Right, it looks like this one. Nope, next one. I hope it's not going to be this for another hour. Right, here she is. He is, whoever. You can't tell. She's got long hair, but so has Ethel, and he's a bloke. Well, if it isn't Meteion, I see you brought a friend today. Greetings, I'm an apple. Could you make me an apple? Kind Hermes likes covered in syrup. I want to share it with Albert. Candied apple. Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat. You weren't made to do so. But I like to. May seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likings for your own. In any way, as I can't prepare an apple right now, I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. I'm sorry, Albert, I wanted to show you my favourite thing. Then I could ask about yours, but I failed. Tell her what you like. Be careful, Albert. Oh, that's what you like. Yes, I can feel it. Oh, matron, your joy and happiness. Makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Albert. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too. Shall we go and see? Speak with Hermes. Where are we going now? Back up here, is it? Hermes. Come on. There you are. Can see the fresh air has done Meteion good. Albert wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught him about this place, about my power, about your favourite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. I do appreciate you keeping a company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Oh, he's off again, old Emmett. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It's been decided that Emmett Selch and Ethel will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. I'm compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet him in proper Leon. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy his presence brings Meteion, I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbours malicious intent. Albert is kind, really, truly. He taught me as much as I taught him. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes. You're bound to learn lots and lots. Oh, I wish I'd got a brew. Oh, what was that again? Do. Was it headgear? I hope it is. Let's have a look. Inventory. Chest gear, bugger. Use. Oh, bloody hell, plus 12. I'll have that. Equip. Retrieve materia. And retrieve materia. What's it? A bit better looking. Got to get rid of that hat though. Right. If everyone is ready, a few creations I need to check on. We shall return to the spot we found our wayward ambystoma. Have care when you step outside a hub, for there may be more unruly creatures about. Try and remember where that melder was. Can't remember. Sure there was one. Where are we going? This is a new species of Petaluda we recently let loose. It's been doing very well, managing to maintain a stable existence thus far. If I can see its observation period to the end without issue, we shall release it into the world. Tell me, do you know the difference between living beings and arcane entities? It is the presence of a soul, yet the soul isn't something you can choose to have at will. It manifests itself. It manifests only in those beings whose forms adhere to the laws of creation that can endure on their own. Beings that do not fulfill this requirement, such as those spontaneously born of magic or natural phenomena, do not have souls. No matter how much it might resemble flora or fauna, if it lacks a soul, then it is considered an arcane entity. So you see, it's not for mankind to decide what is living. That domain lies beyond our manipulation, and it is... Oh God, isn't it going on? Come, let us head to the nearby beacon. I've received a report that arcane entities have gathered there. Where are we going? Let's get on the old dragon. Is that the beacon? Ah, looks like it is. Lightning Pneuma, just as the report said. We call this structure a beacon due to its form. It's in fact a magical device. By manipulating the balance of elements, it keeps the Isle airborne, maintains the climate thereupon. In the course of its operation, it often sees an internal shift towards a given element. Right now that element is lightning, which draws the Pneuma here to replenish their ether. It appears Meteion is busy. Would you care to assist me in her stead and feed the Pneuma? By using this lightning converger, you can harness ambient lightning and focus it into a ball. A veritable feast. Go on, give it a try. Right, hang on. Key items. Set to hotbar. Use it to create ball lightning. Alright, I've done it. Where's the next one? Well, it's right on it. Am I doing something wrong? Am I supposed to grab that? Use the converge to create ball lightning, which I did. Try there then. No. Try again. Ah. Okay. I ain't got a clue. No idea. I'm sure you're all screaming now. You stupid Yorkshire git. I know. Didn't have a clue what I did, how I did it. Perfectly done, Albert Luck. See how they gather to feed, how they express themselves with actions. Speech is not the sole defining characteristic of a thinking creature. Be it soulless arcane entities such as Numa or an ephemeral life form such as Petaluda, all seek to perpetuate their existence. Is Meteion a living being? A good question. I can answer it from a theoretical standpoint. It ultimately falls to the Bureau of the Architect to pass judgment. Those with exceptional vision, such as Ethel, may be able to ascertain her true nature. But to me it doesn't matter. She is herself, and that's all I need to know. You finished? Sorry, I was in the way. Not to worry, my dear. They miss nothing of note, and we still have plenty of work for them to observe. Next we'll head east to the Morning Dew. I need to speak with some observers there. Halfway through we've done bugger all. Found a little bit of info out, but not much. Right, where are we off? This time. That must be up there. Max Sneezy. You alright, Cocker?
Amazing, is it not? The Ampelos, one of our newest subjects. So, how are we coming along?
What's he saying? Ah. Elpis flower.
This place is Elpis. Those flowers. Elpis. Entelekis. Like me.
They are a product of Elpis, and so named for their birthplace. A happy accident, born of the hands of a former researcher who loved beautiful blossoms. Unique for how they change color, to reflect the emotional state of those nearby. Though be it here or elsewhere, they are seldom seen in any hue save purest white.
Reflect the emotional state, you say? By what means do they achieve this?
In creation, there exists an energy wholly apart from ether, one driven by emotions. In like manner to how we manipulate ether, this flower is subject to the influence of said energy. While it has no will of its own, it is sensitive to the prevailing emotion in the vicinity, and reacts by altering its color and vibrancy.
But we knew that.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feeling.
Akasha. Though I'm not familiar with the term, your description suggests it is the self-same energy. Dynamis, we call it. And those entities like the Elpis flower that have the ability to interact with this energy, converting emotions into tangible phenomena, are Entelekis.
That's me! That's me! An Enteleki!
That you are, my dear. And no ordinary one at that, but the first possessed of free will.
Wait! A form of energy other than ether? Dynamis? I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh, so it don't exist then because you'd never heard
Hardly
of it.
surprising. Dynamis cannot be seen, much less felt. And though its existence has long been theorized, we had no proof until the flower's serendipitous creation. What's more, Dynamis is far weaker than ether. Under normal circumstances, its effects are drowned out by the latter, on account of which, beings comprised of and reliant upon the ether, like you and I, are unable to make practical use of Dynamis. 'Tis a truly esoteric thing, known to but a select few scholars.
Intriguing. Then, given the limitations you described, why create Netion?
Our star, Aetheris, is especially rich in ether, so much so that its name is derived from it. However, when we consider all energy in existence here and in the vast space beyond, Dynamis may account for as much as 68.3%, the more abundant form by far. Were we able to control it, we could open the door to limitless possibilities. 'Tis not unlike a gently flowing stream, unable to break through the dam of ether barring its path. But if we could imbue the stream with the vigor of a raging river... Not that I have such grand ambitions. Nay. I merely wish to create a being that could traverse the great expanse. The relative scarcity of ether beyond the bounds of this star was a concern. And so, I looked to another source of energy by necessity.
So if she can traverse the great expanse, can she go back with Albert? We shall find out.
That being Dynamis. No wonder her ether is so thin.
Precisely.
Yours is thin too. Like an Enteleki. Like me. So... are we the same? Intelekis.
Sure, don't see why I couldn't be one. I have been known to transcend my limits with nothing but determination. If I'm thin, it's because MXL didn't do a proper job. I don't see why I couldn't be one.
I think not. Your nature remains a mystery, but ere I reinforced you, you appeared to be little more than a common familiar, and a faded one at that.
Get
A deficit of ether alone does not an Enteleki make. It would, however, make it easier for you to interact with Dynamis. And limited though its influence may be, this quality could prove the difference between victory and defeat. You do well not to underestimate it.
Oh God, get rid of that hat.
Oh dear, I'd forgotten about the poor fellow. You must excuse me a moment while I go and verify a few more things.
Conquest completely done, bugger all. Is he doing your head in as much as it is mine? Well, I apologise, not a lot I can do. Got to follow the trail. Keep moving from one to the next. Right, Emmett. Oh, what's he got? New hat. Oh, leg gear. Not that I or anyone else would be able to make use of it, even if we knew. It irks me to discover that there's an entirely different form of energy, and no one told me. That personal annoyance aside, Hermes' knowledge is undeniably impressive. Given that there are none among the 14 who specialise in the Celestial, he would be a welcome addition. Assuming he can be persuaded to join, that is. I still can't understand his hesitation. What do you specialise in? Oh, you wish to know why M itself was chosen? I asked the wrong question, didn't I? I'll be glad to share the tale. It began when... Oh, not another word. Lest you've forgotten worth to learn about Hermes, not me. My misspent youth is not your concern. Speak with Hermes. This is fun, isn't it? My apologies for the wait. I've inspected the Amplos to my satisfaction. All is well. It won't be long before it's released. Another creation, however, isn't faring well. The Charybdis. We've come across them before, I think. That's what we shall tend to next. Follow me, my friends. We'll return to the main isle and head north. Can I cut across without waking that thing up? Yeah, I'm far enough away now. I understand there's a problem. I bet it's the blue one. Yes, that's right. As you know, it's based on a sea creature. Owing to adjustments to enhance its affinity to wind, it's capable of flight. Specimens created could all fly without issue, but a problem arose in subsequent generations. The third generation creature was born with an etheric balance, leaning strongly towards water, its aquatic origin reasserting itself, it would seem. The result being its affinity to the wind is diminished and it cannot fly no matter what we try. We can't get it to rise even the slightest bit. For such a change to manifest in so few generations, I fear they are too unstable, flawed. With your permission, I will revert the creature and recommend to the Bureau that the concept be revised. With its etheric balance leaning towards water, the Charybdis would indeed struggle to manipulate wind, yet it is too early to conclude that it cannot fly. Having failed at first, it may simply have developed a fear. I shall transform and fly with it, helping it to manipulate wind until it finds its wings. Needn't go to such lengths. You don't know? Of course not. Transformation is an art with which one manipulates a vast quantity of ether to construct another body around oneself. In practice, this allows one to assume any conceivable form and thereby transcends the limits of one's flesh. Convenient though it may be, transforming in the presence of others is considered vainglorious in the extreme, as uncouth and unseemly as running about robless. Shameful. What's wrong with that? We've all done it, haven't we? No? Just me then. Alright. Might understand. You make a habit of this. Nothing of the sort, it's just that when transformed I can wield the wind and fly. May seem excessive, but what is our shame next to the lives of these creatures? They deserve a chance and we owe it to them to do all in our power. Be that as it may. Ethel. I believe I have a solution. Emmett Selch, may I trouble you to move that Charybdis away from its fellows, somewhere out of sight? I'd like the rest of you to help me prepare here. What mischief are you scheming now? No mischief, I assure you. I would but spare you the need to report to your colleagues that Hermes committed an indiscretion. So have a little faith and run along. I trust you don't mind. I'll speak with Ethel. Ethel! Emmett Selch is out of sight. Good, let's speak of the plan. It's a stroke of genius, really. We have Emmett Selch train the Charybdis. Aside from being able to fly untransformed, he can readily see ether currents. And with his adept spellcraft, he can also employ suitable wind magics to guide the creature along. While he is indeed capable of all you describe, it's not his duty. I am loath to trouble him with it. Don't be, as I mentioned it, it would also be for his own sake. With that settled, let's begin at once. I want you to go to Emmett Selch, tell him that you have a favour to ask. He will be disinclined to cooperate, but you mustn't be discouraged. With our friend, the trick is to be unflaggingly persistent. Off you go now and good luck. With the chat mode in, say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase containing the words I have a favour to ask, to indicate to Emmett Selch that you have the request. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Where is he? Way up here somewhere. Let's get on. Oh no. Start the words. Way of these things. Where is he? Don't laugh at me typing in a minute. I know I'm slow. My kids wet themselves when they see me trying to type. Yeah, it's the American spelling, isn't it? Oh no you don't, I'm not lifting a finger. What did it? I don't know what Ethel's up to and I will not be made to know. I refuse. Ethel is to be believed. Relentless insistence may save to word down. Emmett. Please. Emmett Selch. Please. I can hardly see the thingy. Keyboard. Please. Emmett. Ah, no, hang on. Oh, God, I didn't. Yes. Didn't do him, did I? Please. Oh. Did it? Great keyboard skills or what, eh?
No, no, no. You are not foisting this nonsense on me.
I'm given to understand you have the power to help the Charybdis, and should be quite willing to do so. And so I appeal to your better nature, most benevolent Emmett Selch. Please teach her to fly.
Or else Hermes will transform. Right now.
Now, there's no need to go quite that far. Altruism is its own reward, as I'm sure he would agree.
Oh, would he now? And who contrived to put me in this position, pray tell?
Nothing so devious. I merely suggested a possible course of action.
Please, Emmett Selch. Please.
did not come all this way to play nursemaid to your creations. I'd thank you to remember this favor and let it be the last.
Hey.
I will aid it once it has taken to the air. It falls to you to shepherd it skyward.
Well, let's relax and enjoy the spectacle, shall we? You were wondering why Emmett Selk joined the Convocation. Truth be told, he wasn't the first choice for the office. I was, on the strength of my ability to see ether. But I declined the offer. For though my vision is exceptional, I am pedestrian in all other aspects. Worse even, quite abysmal when it comes to manipulating ether, for example. Couldn't transform even if I had a mind to do so. What good is the ability to perceive a problem if one cannot act to address it? Emmett Selk has no such shortcomings. He excels in vision and manipulation both, the latter to an extraordinary degree.
Yeah, we know
If
that.
there is a mage more powerful, I do not know of them.
By the way, I killed him.
Thus did I recommend him for the office in my stead. And I wasn't the only one. Far from it. Countless others vouched for his skill and character. People the world over, to whom he had previously lent a helping hand. Oh, how surprised he was. Claimed he hadn't done anything remarkable for anyone. Modest to a fault. He deserved every bit of acclaim he received. Yet he may well have gone unappreciated were it not for a mutual friend. A singular soul who can't help but involve himself in the business of others. Where he walks, excitement is certain to follow. His antics irritate Emmett Selk to no end. But much of his grumbling stems from genuine concern.
Who's that?
When our friend calls, he never fails to answer and lend his talents. And in the course of doing so, he himself came to be recognized and respected by those around him. They are truly remarkable individuals, and I'm proud to call them friends.
Who's the other guy then?
To help
Elidibus?
them realize their dreams. This will be my greatest contribution to our world, and when they have fulfilled their respective purposes, so too shall I have fulfilled mine, and together we may return to the star. Look at me, spilling my innermost secrets. I can't seem to help it with you. I can only assume it is due to the color of your soul. I just don't understand how you can be so alike and yet so different.
Well done, my pet. Well done!
Ah, yes. I dare say the Charybdis will be fine here on. Why don't you go and signal to Emmett Selk? Let him know that his arduous task is at an end.
How are we doing on time? An hour and we ain't bloody done bugger all. Do I get me stuff? I've got to go down there, have I? Wave to Emmett Selch. Emotes. Emerging from his reverie, Emmett Selch notices you and begins to descend with this yeah, the dragon, water dragon. I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, the Charybdis has learnt to fly. And Albert and I could relax and have a pleasant chat. I'm sure you did. The creature needed one small assistance at first, but soon it was flying more or less on its own. I doubt you will need to repeat the lesson. That was truly impressive. I witness it all from afar. The Charybdis flies. Indeed, with this we've proven that even a creature with skewed etheric balance is capable of flight. Though we helped it to achieve this, the Charybdis is a herd animal. They may well aid their struggling kin in like fashion, if and when the need arises. Keeping this in mind, I bid you continue observing them, if that is what you want. If I may say so, rather than hoping an idealistic possibility comes to pass, would it not be simpler to have the concept adjusted? That way we could guarantee that anomalies such as this specimen are never born in the first place. These creatures are already here. We will spare no effort in giving them a chance to survive. As you wish, Chief, as you wish. Right, come on. Off you go. Hermes. I'm fine, don't worry. Well, that concludes all my present tasks. Let us return to Anagnora for now. Bloody words. Big words. Wheelbarrow. Marmalade. I've struggled with them. Right. Speak with Emmett Selch. Going back up there, are we? But why have they started attacking me now? I don't get it. Straight up there, I think. Oh, they're down there. Hey, there we go. Get off. Right, and that is where we're going to end it, I think. Oh, we'll see what he's got to say first, shall we? Want to apologise for forcing me to you. Save your breath. You didn't force me to do anything. Complete. Right, we'll have a look at my stuff first. That's all I wanted to do before we save it. Inventory. Leg gear. Use. Armory chest. Oh, plus 12. Equip. Retrieve materia. What's my thing now? Oh, it's still only 532. Update. Just the boots, the gloves and the hat to do now, but that's not where we're going to go yet. Right. As always, thank you for your views. Always much appreciated. You know that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done it. Share it with your friends. If you disliked it, dislike the button, click the dislike button and leave a comment telling me what's shit about it so I can better myself. But anyway, peeps, till next time, I'll see you.